Today we are going to see one troubleshooting session. So let's see the title: Troubleshooting Kubernetes, Fixing the Image Pull Backoff and Port Mismatch in the Flask app deployment. So today's scenario is one of the DevOps engineer was trying to deploy the Python app on the Kubernetes cluster. Unfortunately, due to some misconfiguration, the application is not running up. Please take a look into it and fix the issue. Application should be accessible on the specific node port. The deployment name is Python deployment execution and image should be this one. The deployment and service of this app is already deployed. Node port should be this one and target port should be the Python Flask app default port. So first we need to get the our resource in, then we can see our pod is image pullback error, so we are going to resolve this one. Then we have the service which has the node port 32345. Then we have deployment 0 by 1 means pod is not running as state. Then replica set we have the 0 ready means not running. Then we are going to edit the deployment and going to correct the required things. Then once again we are going to check. Then after correcting the things we are going to see our pod is running fine, and our deployment is also one by one, replica set is also one by one. And at last what we are going to see in this session, in this practical DevOps tutorials, will be deep into the real world Kubernetes troubleshooting scenario involving the Python Flask application. A DevOps engineer attempt to deploy the app but failed to come up due to the two critical misconfiguration. First one is the image pullback of or error image caused by the incorrect or inserted Docker image and port mismatch. The container port in the deployment does not match the target port in the service, preventing the proper routing. So these two errors we have in our production cluster. First one is the image is not correct. Second is the port mismatch between the deployment and the service. So these two we are going to correct it. So analyze the Kubernetes event log and deployment and service issue. Resolve the image pool image error Docker hubs. Correct the port mismatch between deployment and service. Ensure the app is accessible via a specific node port. Okay, so let's see these things in our production cluster. So this is our production cluster. Let's check all the resource we have. So kubectl get all. So we can see the pod are in image pullback error. So let's describe this pod if you want, so that we can get more detail. kubectl describe pod, give pod name. So we can see the image not able to pull due to uh, authorization failed. So we need to check whatever the image name here given is matching with our image name whatever we have given in our requirement. So our requirement is this one. So our image name is we have this, just copied it. Let's match proco backslash flash underscores. If you see, both are not same. Here demo and here we have the app. So let's correct the image name first. So let's edit the deployment. kubectl kubectl edit deploy, then give the deployment name, then press enter, go to the image part. So this is the image we have. So let's correct the image name. Just copy from the our blog, copy it and paste it. Now save these changes. WQ. So changes done. Now let's see the whether pod is came online or not. So now we can see our pod still it's 0 by 1 deployment. So it's in container creating a state. Let's give some time. So now pod is in running a state and our deployment is also 0 by 1 and the replica set is also 1. So now let's try to access our application. We are not able to access our application, still it has issue. Let's do the further troubleshooting. So let's first check the deployment. So one thing I let you know, the if you see the container port we have here is 5000. So let's check in the service whether the same container port is used or not. So let's open the service file, kubectl edit svc, then service file. If you come to the port session, then we can see we have the node port 32345, it's fine. Service port we have the 8080, but target port means container port here we have also 8080, which are not correct because we already saw in the deployment we have the 5000 as the container port. So let's correct it. So let's correct the target port so that it will be matched with the our container port. So our container port we have already saw in deployment is 5000. So I have corrected here also. Now both are matching. So now let try to access the our service now in the browsers. So it's our service work. It type hello world probo. So in this way, uh, we need to troubleshoot the issue in the productions. Thank you and happy learning.